Hi, this is Anis from Never Stop Trucking. Progressive insurance ads are all over Facebook and other platforms for me. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I clicked once on it. But the thing of the matter is that right now, most new trucking companies or owner operators who have their own authority will only be granted cargo and liability insurance by Progressive because of the fact that they're new. Owner operators and trucking authorities don't have much choices when they first apply for the new FMCSA authority. It used to be that only two or three insurances would insure these new carriers, but now Progressive has jumped into the game, and that's been the case for the last several years. When I formed my second authority in 2020, I had one truck that I wanted to move from my old authority, and I was aware of the fact that the insurance, the trucking insurance, would treat me as a new player to the game, right? It's hard to prove that you have been in this industry for a long time, and most of these insurances will not even care about that, right? They only see you as a new authority, and they are gonna give you a quote for the insurance based on that fact mostly. So when I first applied for the authority, Progressive seemed like a good choice because I had my car insured with Progressive. It's a totally separate policy, but they were okay, right? I know that sometimes people will have problems when they do claims, but they were, I was a safe driver, and the rate was okay, and you go do everything online and pay online. They have an app. It's really convenient. Okay, so I was somewhat happy with my car insurance at that time. After a few years, I realized my new agent, the one that I have right now, told me Progressive does that even to car insurance. They give you a good rate for a year or two, and then they slowly, like every renewal, they increase. They increase the rate, and I have to send this code. It's really important. So I'm doing work and making videos, right? And they would give you a great rate, and after a few months they just keep increasing, and that's what actually happened with my car insurance as well. But coming back to trucking insurance, I applied for their insurance, and they gave me insurance, and the rate was okay. It was around, I want to say, like 18,000 a year. That was 4 years ago. When I look back at it, I know it was kind of a lot, but I was in rush, and they were the only ones that wanted to give me a quote at that time. And I was thinking, okay, well, first year I'll manage it somehow, and when there is a renewal time, I'll find someone else. So I took them, and I started paying for them. I added a second truck. The quote for the second truck was just over 20,000 a year, and then I added a third truck, and this is all happening within a couple of months. I added a third truck, and the third truck quote was over 30,000, and I was thinking, okay, no, this is not gonna work. Either I have to shut everything down, because there is no way you can pay all that money and be profitable. And keep in mind, two of these trucks, the first one was my own truck, but the two other trucks were owner operators, and there is no way they're gonna be paying that much for the insurance, because I would have to charge them. So I was thinking, okay, well, first year I would, charge them what I normally would charge for cargo and liability, and then I would, out of my own pocket, I would pay the rest just to keep them here, just to keep them happy. and not to give them a crazy rate like that, because they're not going to stay, right? So I'm going to pay maybe half of that. And then I was shopping around, and I called my local agent here. I had been working with them in the past, and I explained to them the situation. They said, hey, well, you have been in this industry for a long time. We should be able to prove that, and based on that, we should be able to find you a better rate. Then we went with Great West. Great West is one of the biggest insurance carriers in the United States as far as trucking goes, and they have a good reputation. So we were able to present them all the proofs that I owned a company in past, that I drove. I was even able to get the loss runs from the previous company, and that proved them that I had a company and that we were safe, right? There were no claims, nothing like that. And then only then I switched, and they gave me a much better rate for the insurance, a normal rate, I would say. But then I'm looking at these comments on Facebook ads, and there are hundreds of comments there. And for me, it's usually when you go to a product that someone is advertising, it's always so weird and kind of shady that most of the comments are positive, and everyone's saying, hey, I have this product, it's great. To me, that's just, I don't know. It doesn't sound real. Like everyone is loving that product, all these random people. But Progressive, it's the opposite. Everyone is hating it. And they're not deleting those comments. They're just leaving them there. No one is happy with Progressive in those comments. Everyone is saying the same thing. They gave you a big rate, a big quote, and you had to go with it because you had no choice. But then they kept increasing it, and it's hard to work with them as far as claims go, all kinds of stuff. And then because of the nature of this channel, I get a lot of people reaching out to me, and I speak to a lot of people. And most of these new carriers and new trucking companies, and I asked them, hey, did you go with Progressive? They said, well, yeah, I had no choice. How much did they give you? What was the quote? Like 20, 30, 40,000 a year for one truck, which is crazy. And I told them, just so you know, they're going to keep increasing it. It's in your best interest to start looking for someone else right now, this moment. So my message to you is, if you're a new trucking owner, operator, or carrier, don't go with Progressive unless you really have to. But then like the minute you sign them up, start looking for someone else, because you can that's what I did. After 3 or 4 months, I found a new agent, and we switched to a new carrier. Of course, you have to give them a down payment again for the new policy, but you can find someone else in the middle of your policy. You don't have to wait for the renewal date. All right. So don't go with Progressive. If you want to make money, if you want to stay in this business, don't go with Progressive. Now that I'm thinking about everything, I would maybe not even, if Progressive was my only choice, maybe I would think twice about even starting a trucking company right now, at least until something changes in this business. Thanks for watching. This is Anis. Check the links in description of the video if you want to support the channel. Have a great day.